Good morning, West and the world. Welcome to your review video for Thursday, October the 17th, following our lecture this morning on the Industrial Revolution. This morning we were focused on the origins of the Industrial Revolution, and particularly on the question of why the Industrial Revolution takes place first in England, as opposed to China or North America or some other part of Europe. What are the necessary preconditions that exist in some unique way in England and not in other parts of the world? To get at this, of course, we started by constructing a large number of paper airplanes, looking at a modeled process by which this might have unfolded. But what we learned is that England had a number of different factors that contributed to the early onset of industrialization in that country. We learned, for example, that they had distinct ideas about money and money's uses. We learned that they had better developed markets and the right resources to exploit. Above all, we learned that England had a population that was growing and being fed by fewer and fewer people all the time. And those improved efficiencies meant that there were workers who could devote their time to other things, like the manufacture of goods in the cotton or textile industries especially. Because it was cotton and the related industries in coal extraction and in the growth of transportation that really drive the process of industrialization forward in England. Some of this is incremental over time. Some of it is driven forward by great leaps in technology that aim to solve the inefficiencies in the solution. Think, for example, of Richard Arkwright or James Watt and their contributions that transform the methods of production being employed. The end result, of course, is that by 1830 or so, England has thoroughly undergone the process of industrialization and left the rest of Europe behind. And although we didn't really begin to explore this topic in too great a detail, this is not just going to be an incidental fact. This is going to be a singularly important issue as we enter into the 19th century. England's predominance as an economic power is also going to translate into greater power militarily, socially, and culturally. And much of what happens in the course of the 19th century is going to be defined by the struggle of other states to catch up, or, in the end, to surpass Great Britain economically, militarily, and in other ways. The Industrial Revolution is a singular transformation. It is a great multiplication of the size and scale of Western economies. In the long run, its effects are going to have a long-lasting impact in creating the kinds of differentiation that we still see when we look at the economic advantages of various world regions. Those, however, are subjects that lie somewhat further down the road. Next Tuesday, we need to explore more in depth what it meant to live in England or one of these other societies at the time of the Industrial Revolution. I'll look forward to seeing you in class on Tuesday. Good luck with your exam preparations. See you next week.